welcome to the Men Who Talk Through Horror Movies podcast.
There we go.
I'm Anthony.
I'm Brian. And we like to have a drink and watch horror movies. Well, B-rated horror movies. All right? Because those
For the most part.
Yeah, Class A comedies in my book.
Unintentional comedies?
Yes. Well, hopefully either that or they are the greatest writers.
Just like secretly the best writers you've ever met that just choose to do movies about really crappy horror themes.
I think Sharknado was really intended to be like a horror movie. But then I think that everybody's like, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. And so then Sharknado 4 through 15.
So they just kind of lean into it.
And they're just like, you know what? We got to go with comedy now. We can't let them see us like sweat.
Well, they had to go with comedy when they start getting like, what was it, like Luke Perry or whoever was in there? Like they had like practically everybody who's ever been in 90210.
That's what I'm saying. I guarantee you, when the first one came out, they're like, this is going to scare the pants off of everybody. And then everybody just laughed. They're just like, okay, that's going to go with comedy then.
My favorite part in the first one was the moment when like a bunch of people had fallen off of the bridge and they're trying to save them, and like
all of a sudden there's like big huge sharks in there. It's ankle deep water.
Like ankle deep water, and they're dragging the guys. They're everybody up by ropes, and there's this guy that was like a large man, and like you can tell like it takes like 2 or 3 people with this rope to like just really work it. It's like
no, I think mine was I don't remember what one it was, but the shark bit off. Oh, now I forgot her name. Tara Reid. The shark bit off Tara Reid's arm, and at the end of the movie, she's like, "That shark looks familiar," and then he like dives into the shark and like takes her arm. And he's like, "You won't be needing this anymore." And literally like throws over his shoulder like it's a piece of trash, but he kept the ring on her finger. And I was like, dude, like what the, like who wrote that? Like amazing. Like I said, it's either
like it's supposed to be the most romantic moment.
It is. That's how I'm going to propose to my next wife. I'm going to get her arm bitten off by a shark, attack the said shark, and then throw her arm away, even though she's going to be like, hey, with the medical, stuff that we have today, they potentially could have got it back on,
I mean, you could get to a hospital and try to fix that.
They can put a robot arm on her like that guy who... yeah, anyways. Have you seen that video? Of that guy is in a foreign country, and he's showing his... what do you call it? His robot arm off. And he presses a button, all of a sudden it just starts like banging on the counter. And he's like, oh, it's in the wrong program. It's in the wrong program. And it's just jacking him off. Yeah. Kind of got off on a little tangent there.
That's all good.
But what do we have? Captain
Sliced Apple.
Captain Sliced Apple. We're going to give this a shot.
It's not terrible.
Yeah, mine's really sweet. I had it with Sprite.
It's very tart. But it's
right. I mean, it is like a green apple, just like the picture has on the bottle.
Oh yeah, it tastes like a green apple.
Not bad.
That's pretty good.
Definitely, you get a stomachache if you get drunk off of this.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got tonight?
Well, tonight we'll be watching Axe Giant: The Wrath of Paul Bunyan. Which
we're gonna see if this guy's as nice as the books when we were kids said he was.
This just feels like, why? Just, like, even before your thought, like, the thought comes out of your brain, it's like, why? Like, because you had, at this point, The Wrong Turn, The Hills Have Eyes, like, how many more backwoods...
Everything's coming out now.
Things can you do?
Everything's coming out, like, what is it? Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
In the movies, Karate Kid, Johnny was the bad guy, but I never saw that Johnny's point of view until Cobra Kai. And he's like, no, Daniel came in and was stealing my girl, and you're just like, Daniel was an asshole.
He was.
See, and now, like Axe Giant, you never know what this guy was doing. Like, he can't go around and bang chicks. He's like, what is he, 20 feet tall? Like, nobody's gonna be able, you know. So he's probably sexually frustrated, very angry.
Well, he does look like a giant, overgrown. I don't know exactly what he's supposed to be.
Oh, he's 15 foot.
He's 15 feet.
But
yes.
still, that's what, twice as tall as the tallest man in
Yeah.
the world, you know?
Mm-hmm.
15 feet isn't that big, though.
This was one of those movies that the height became a problem.
Oh, what else? Yeah, I think it's just showing the good people can be the bad people can be the good people.
Yeah.
So now, like, what is it? The Boys on Amazon. See? You never thought, like, what if Superman just became a dick? And he's like, you know what? I'm not going to save anybody, and what are you guys going to do to me? That's the exact same thing what Paul Bunyan's saying. He's like, you know what? I'm a 15-foot monstrous giant who was banished from town 100 years ago. And
Yeah.
now he's going to come back and whoop all their asses. He asked a girl to prom. Guarantee she said no.
Well, yeah, because he
You
looks
can't get a tuxedo.
like a giant amorphous man. How do you explain that to your parents?
You can't ride in a limo.
I mean,
Is his bull in here? What's his Blue? Is the bull named Blue? Right.
the bull is named Blue. Which
Oh.
there was a press release or whatever that came out with this movie, and it was like show this in your movie theater or at your club or like like or in your town that has a statue of Paul Bunyan in blue, like but like you're depicting him as this evil axe murderer guy. Why would you want to show it in your town that has a Paul Bunyan statue?
I swear to God, as soon as my son comes home from school, he's like, "Hey, Dad, we learned about Paul Bunyan today." That's gonna be when I would sit him down and be like, "Son, here's the real story of Paul Bunyan."
Which, oddly enough, that was one of those things I was taking. It was like it had to have been history, U.S. history, Reconstruction to present, and it was the American Indian War we were talking about.
Was Paul Bunyan in that?
No, but like same idea. Like what was it? It was one of those things. She was talking about it, and she's telling us the story of like Wounded Knee and Geronimo and all that, and like and how they tell it in the books, and then this and she said I was teaching the same lesson that I'm teaching you right now in another class a couple years ago. And she goes after class, one of the students come up to me and she says Geronimo was one of my descendants. Geronimo was an asshole.
Sweet. Dude. And she's like, every time we'd invite him over for Christmas, he was just the biggest dick.
It's like
he would drink all the eggnog and just...
But I'm more interested in why she thought he was an asshole than whether or not he actually was, if that makes sense.
Maybe she just lived in his shadow the whole time. She's like, damn it.
It's like it's
Dude,
like
see?
Rocky's son.
Jesus' brother.
It's like, I hate you. I hate you, Dad.
Right. Dude. There's going to be some, like I said, I think, yeah. Thankfully, there's all these B-rated movies now.
Oh, so many.
Because, like, I really have no faith in, movies for the future of, like, our kids. Like, they've already had every single natural disaster movie.
Pretty much.
They've had all the bad guys. So now, I mean, this is kind of getting genius of turning the good guys into the bad guys,
Yeah.
So, potentially, this has some potential of being pretty funny.
Oh yeah.
Even though it's supposed to be scary.
Well, that's the genius of the B-rated horror movie. It was like back in the 70s. That was the boom of the B-rated horror movie, you had the whole thing where Wes Craven never wanted to do horror movies, or that wasn't his. I don't know if he never wanted to do, but it wasn't his first thought to go out and do horror movies. But then the cheapest movie you could get made was a horror movie back then, because it cost very little to make it, and like
You really just murdered people, and you're just like, got it.
like got it, and
Get rid of the body.
move on. Like, but it was very simple to make a horror film, and you didn't require a lot of funding. You didn't have to sell people on how great your idea was. So you had like Wes Craven, who's the Nightmare on Elm Street guy? I can't think. Oh, that was Wes Craven. You had Wes Craven. You had Sean Cunningham, the Friday the 13th guy. You had Don Coscarelli, the Phantasm guy. Like a lot of those guys, they came out of film school. They were doing other types of movies, but all their ideas weren't getting picked up by studios.
Yes, now they're like, you know what? I'll teach you.
So just go out and do horror movies.
Well,
It was kind of a genius. So sometimes you get like a nice little diamond in the rough.
yeah, like Sharknadoes. I guarantee they had a board meeting like the day after it came out. He's like, all right, guys, hear me out. Let's go this direction with it now. See?
Let's not play it straight.
Like, what is the fakest thing that you can think of? Hey, I got it, sir. How about flying a helicopter into the eye of a tornado and throwing a fire extinguisher bomb into it? You know what? Damn it, Carl, you're right.
Because
Put it on paper.
I'm pretty sure the fire would get eaten up by the.
Nope. The science behind it. You saw them. Does everything. A helicopter can go in there.
Yeah.
I've seen Journey to the Center of the World with The Rock.
Oh yeah.
What else? I saw Lost.
Oh yeah.
Helicopters don't make it.
Really shitty ending. Hate that ending so much.
So many questions. All right.
All right. Well, we're gonna take a quick break and then come back.
You want to make another drink?
Yeah.
Come back in.
And start Axe Giant, the Wrath of Paul Bunyan.
We're back?
All right, we are back.
Right.
All right, we are about to watch Axe Giant.
I seriously can't wait, man.
Here we go.
I'm going to text my son's teacher tomorrow.
Oh, hold on, let me. I'll have to cut this part, but it's cool. I'll restart because this is gonna be too loud if I'll put it down a touch, and then bring the subtitles in.
How are the subtitles on these? When
This
mine,
one was actually pretty okay. Like
okay,
it's
mine
pretty solid.
would never work.
This one, because this is old enough, and I think it's like streaming. It was never in theaters, so they didn't have to subtitle it. So you're not getting somebody's interpretation of what the subtitles are.
Sweet.
All right, so let's try that again. All right, so we're back.
Topped off our drinks. Like, seriously, I can't wait for this movie.
Yeah. Let's start Axe Giant.
Kinetic.
Kinetic Filmworks.
I hope they're still around. Well, I say that now. We'll see at the end of the movie. Where is that?
I don't know where they filmed this.
Where did Paul Bunyan make those? Mississippi? Montana?
This
No.
was filmed in Minnesota.
Minnesota.
And
It was one of those M states.
Minnesota and a couple other national parks. It was like 2 or 3 national parks.
Oh my God, what's that? The Brazen Bull? That old torture chamber?
Yeah.
Bronze Bull.
Bronze bull.
Oh my God.
That's supposed to be an actual bull. Like they killed like a bull or a cow or something. Does that look like a bull to you?
Looks like some bullshit.
It just looks like they put a bunch of skin over like a bone structure.
Doesn't even look like skin.
It doesn't.
It looks like somebody did a nice wood carving.
All I'm saying is, take some time for these big trees to grow back, don't it?
Trees are trees. More people are building houses now, closer together. You look out your kitchen window, you can look.
You know the guy on the right hasn't been a lumberjack for long because his hair isn't long.
Oh no.
The future of this great country.
That guy has been because his beard is long.
You guys get some
The guy on the left has been there the longest, I guarantee.
God's green timber. When's this thing gonna be done, Elvin?
Job's ready, boss. Meat's practically falling off the bone.
What the hell?
That's supposed to be. That's what I'm saying. That's supposed to be the meat. Like
He just licked his fingers.
like
Yep, that's fucking bull hair.
Take care of, boss?
We don't have budget for real beef.
we're just gonna put what looks like wrapped leather
Exactly.
over the top of like a bone structure thing. I don't know what to call that.
Dude, that thing looks.
When I was looking at that at first,
Oh my god, look
bad,
at.
it's bad CGI, right?
It's amazing. She's a black belt. She's gonna fuck someone up.
It looks like the CGI is floating off of the screen.
Why would you need to CGI a triangle?
I don't. That's the part that made no sense to me. I don't understand that.
We don't have enough money for a real triangle.
Or maybe they put the triangle in later.
Wait a second. I just want to take a piss. Please let him say, "Not again." What
See,
the
he
fuck?
looks like he's 5'6", right?
Dude,
Maybe,
if that.
maybe 5 foot.
Oh my god, this is amazing. So already. How was that little man so quick with an axe? You see how many people he murdered?
I know.
Look at that electricity going. Okay, now he's the same height as him.
Why, if you see there's a table saw going, why are you running towards the table saw? Number one,
Maybe he thinks he's gonna get the upper hand.
like he's gonna like spin him, like do some judo move or something, and like
See, here's something that, if I went to pee, I came back and like 13 of my friends were like brutally murdered.
wouldn't you have heard it? And his arm like just like flies off.
It does.
It's like a fly wing. Watch this, his face.
Oh.
He's still making facial expressions.
It probably still hurts when you're
But no, like, how would your whole face be making a facial expression when it's already sliced through your brain?
That's when your mom says that thing. You make that face, you're going to end up with it. So we slapped her on the back. That's what happened. He slapped him on the back and then chopped his face in half.
This is the real life representation of that.
Here's my thing, okay? Like, if all of a sudden I come into a house or something and like 13 of my friends just got their asses whooped and kicked everything like that, like, I think I'm pretty tough, but I'd be like, you single-handedly went through 13 of my friends, I'm not going to try to fight you.
But how did he do it so quick? Because they're all in like a really concentrated area, right?
That's what I'm saying. And so this guy who's like, I just saw you murder all these people. I think hopefully that you're wore out by now and I'm going to try it now. Nope. Sorry.
You're
Bye.
like, I'm gone.
Say peace.
Deuces.
I'd give a piece of that dried out leather meat and I'd fucking hit the road.
I think they come back to it later in like a flashback.
It's still
and,
cooking.
And he's pulling the meat from underneath the leather wrap.
I mean, I guess we're... That guy deserved to get his face chopped in half like that.
Like,
how's the meat taste?
And it's like these they look like ripped off pieces, so they must have had like a full like chicken or something. And they were like pulling the pieces apart with their hands.
It's fish.
And like people were like eating it, and it's like, I don't want what's been in your hand, sir.
Dude, that's the best one. You're just like, can I have some of that? Here, and they give it to you. Uh-oh.
Department of Corrections.
You know it's serious when they do a close up of him crumbling a paper.
Well, and he crumbles it for so long. He's like, he's still going.
He's got a personal problem with it, dude.
My friend Thomas.
Sergeant Hope.
Oh God, hell yeah.
Address me as Sergeant Hope.
Okay.
My biggest takeaway from him is that he tries too hard to be a dick. Like, he's probably genuinely a good person in real life, and they told him to play a bad guy.
What the hell is this? Seeing that, like, what if I had enough money to make a B-rated horror movie, and I hired like, Tom Cruise or a great person.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, look, you need to scale it back a lot, right? Like, do you think that they are such good actors that they could act like shit?
Possibly. I mean, Tom Cruise did Tropic Thunder. That was a great movie.
He was pretty funny in that, though.
He played the edges very well on that character.
Yeah, so like this, like, do you think, Jesus?
Okay, my biggest takeaway is that looks like a wig.
I hope it's a wig.
That looks like a wig. Like, the hair, like, frays weird.
I
If
hope
that
it's a
makes
wig,
sense.
and it's not just her greasy ass hair.
It looks like a wig.
My brown eye.
And he's got to name everybody.
DOC number 18750.
I like her.
And bye. She just kept going.
I'm not going to stand there and let you.
She's deaf.
Make
but that's
fun of
what
me?
the trick is. I park in the shade.
Why does he have to pull the papers back? Like, are there secrets on his papers?
Always. Is she wearing a Sonic the Hedgehog watch? My son has that same watch.
I think it is.
Dropping off my daughter. DOC number 17901, Claire Tanner. Drunk driving, bodily injury. You are late. You are trying to get on my good side. You have failed.
Whatever happened to taking your kids on Dr. Phil?
Seriously. So this is supposed to be like the scared straight thing, right?
Is that thing necessary?
Scared
But, like-
straight in the woods.
But like on steroids, like in the woods.
The deep dark woods.
dark woods.
You see my khaki shirt and khaki pants?
I rolled up my sleeves because I'm ready to show these guns.
Like,
Toes on the line.
and what the hell is this girl wearing? You know that she's gonna have sex and she's gonna be murdered.
So you have the bad
With
girl
him.
and the bad guy. Yeah. She finds the bad guy
All right.
because bad girls find bad guys.
What, I'm pretty sure DMX made a song about that.
Yeah. Of course, they were probably actually, bad girls and bad guys.
She seriously, I guarantee, has never seen the sun. Pasty ass white skin. Like, what the fuck? Like,
SPF 9000.
dude. And she's a ginger. She surely needs.
I don't think she's actually a ginger. That looks like a wig.
I hope it is, man.
Double time, or you will be left behind and I will fail you. Move.
Hey, I'm going camping. You got any slutty gear that I can wear, Mom? No, but I do, daughter. And it's the dad. Those are his dad's Daisy Dukes.
Yeah.
That's why she's a bad kid.
She gets it from her father.
Son of a... That
So
guy.
you've already got your types. You got the good girl who did a bad thing.
Oh, yeah.
You have the bad girl, the bad guy.
You can't go in a horror movie without a black guy.
And you got the black guy.
And I guarantee he's probably, a nice guy.
He's a nice guy.
Potentially educated. Depends on, what movie it is.
Yeah.
Never spent any time in the field.
Not exactly. I have an office. Nice research.
Why is she wearing a business suit?
If they're going, like, why
To
the
the
hell are they
woods?
letting... I don't know about you, but, like, if me and, like, 5 of my
Indoors. Got my master's.
trouble-ridden friends were alone with one guy and he was the person that's going to break us from our freedom, we would jump that person and be like, bye.
Yeah. So maybe you don't want to be a dick to everybody?
Exactly. Like,
But he's trying really hard to be a dick, because I think there's like a level of being a dick to people that there's like a willful, like, I don't care attitude to it. He seems to care a lot
He's like, I gotta get this role.
about being a dick. Like, he really tries.
Like
really
he comes in, he's got like a nice high pitch voice. Hey guys, I'm here for the role of the correction officer. They're like, no. He's like, oh. And they're like, you gotta try hard. He's like,
Damn it,
I'm here for the.
maggot.
I lost my mom in Nam. They're like, what?
I don't get it. That wasn't in the script.
He's like, not in the war itself. We were out there shopping, and I just
We were in
lost her.
Vietnam. I lost her. Was buying a T-shirt.
I was getting my nails done.
That's bullshit. I only punched him once.
What about you, CB?
And it was in his butt. Hey, give me a high five.
Tom, remain seated while the vehicle is in motion.
I was about to say, what, you're not wearing a seatbelt?
Yeah, like how do you get to turn around?
Stones?
Stupid teenagers under my protection.
Ooh, he's so cool.
He's so cool. He gets to come up with acronyms about people.
He probably got laid so much in high school.
He's probably like a dad with like 3 daughters, and he's like
Right.
the most supportive guy in the world.
Okay, Carol, get your bag. We're gonna go get cookies this weekend. He's the one that has like the flour that they let him put on like his face. He's like, this was an accident. That's gonna be the bridge to freedom.
I never noticed that before. I don't want to give too much away, but I never noticed that before. I don't think I was paying attention to that part.
See, if I was gonna
This
drop
is how
off,
you know they're in a national park. You get those ridiculously weird gates. And this looks like
Who the hell
backwoods
is-
Martin Sheen.
I was about to say, is that Oh no, I can't remember his name. Gary Busey?
It does not Gary Busey.
No, I mean in real life.
Oh.
Like Gary Busey's like, what the hell? Are they filming a movie? He's just
Can I be in it?
like he's just chilling out there. He's just fishing that day.
Yeah.
That's all he was doing. Yep. That was for sure. Or Nick Nolte.
I was gonna go with backwoods Martin Sheen.
I mean, they do look. That probably is.
He's got the facial similarity to Martin Sheen.
That hair too.
Oh yeah, the full head of hair.
The Kevin Bacon full head of hair. Martin Sheen.
Oh yeah. I guarantee Kevin Bacon has hair plugs, or he
Man.
uses some type of product, because he's got to be like almost 60 at this point, right?
Dude, I knew this guy who had hair plugs. Probably when hair plugs first came out, so they're like all plastic. So the first like 2 inches of his hair was like sticking straight up, and then he would comb it over, and like he was probably like seriously like 5'6", but like
Had
after
really
it was
tall
done,
hair.
he was like 5'10". Like,
It looks like cartoon character hair.
dude, it was, and I didn't know what was going on, and I was like, "What the hell's the matter with his hair?" And she's like, "Oh, he just paid a lot of money for hair plugs." I was like, "He paid for that?" Like.
It's like that part in what was that movie with Matthew McConaughey where he plays the reality show, or they did a reality show about his life. I can't remember
What?
the name of it. Yeah,
Mud?
no, not Mud, not Mud. I forget the name of it, but he did a movie, and the guy that worked the cameras in the van was Clint Howard, Ron Howard's brother. And there's a scene where he's like I got plug-in, or I got plugs, but you gave me doll hair.
Oh my god. What? But yeah, I guarantee.
Today, you are all stunts. When I am through with you, you will have grown.
She looks like she wants to cry. Like, she's not hard and she's not tough, but she's putting on the face like, I'm hard and I'm tough. Like the redhead girl.
I don't think that they have shampoo or conditioner in this town.
Apparently not.
Why is her hair greasy as shit, just like the other one?
Great week.
I mean, it's just bad lighting.
Nah, hers is
Or-
greasy too.
No lighting.
She's like, think like us guys, like we don't have to worry about volume and like all that other stuff. But look at that.
I choose to go somewhere else.
And look at his.
Yeah, I don't want to stay in that dump for a week.
Shut it. Stop. Don't stay in the car.
Dude.
Okay,
Outside.
I would actually say shut it. I like saying that. I think it's funny.
These, I was about to say, they don't have any clothes. They're going to stay in that dirty ass clothes for 1 week. Look at that guy. Pick your bag up. Just going to get more dirty.
The one that kind of shocked me is the black guy drags his duffel through the dirt all the way up to the line, right? Like he's supposed to be like depressed that he's there and he's playing that part, but like, do you not like your stuff?
Exactly.
I mean, I know the duffel's supposed to be thicker, but still,
You
like
can still
dirt
get
gets
dirt
into
through it. Exactly. I hope his underwear are at the bottom of it.
Then you gotta shake them out.
It's all. Uh-oh.
Got Bambi over here.
Please let Blue kill it or something.
There's a bear.
Oh, I was like, is Blue really in the movie?
I think they'd have to actually find an ox that would listen with a trainer.
I mean, they have a deer.
The way it's filmed, it looks CGI, right? Like either it's badly filmed or it's CGI.
Oh no, they put it together.
Yeah, it looks like.
How tall is Paul Bunyan now? Maybe he just hit puberty. He had to. Oh,
I think he's like 15 feet at this point, right?
so you know in video games how you have to kill so many people to get to the next level. Did he really just Shoryuken the bear's neck?
He just snapped the bear's neck.
It's amazing. And look how his legs are all hairy now. What the?
So it's been 130 years.
Damn, he grew that much.
Give or
Imagine what
take.
he's gonna be like in the next 130 years.
It was a bad guy. The DA wanted me to testify, but I couldn't.
Who's talking?
I was
The
worried
Hispanic girl.
about my dog.
It was a drive-by.
I didn't want to testify.
Serious milk, bitch.
When I get out of here, I'm gonna get her back.
Yeah, I cut a deal to get out the bigger fish. You got busted for talking. Talking is what saved my ass.
Figures. A hood rat like you. Selling drugs.
I don't think he's a hood rat.
Wow, there's really a juxtaposition on that. Usually hood rat is a term,
For females?
Go back in time?
well, either females or minorities, right?
I think they're just hood rats. It's those gangster-ass chicks
Yeah,
that just go and bang all those other people. Those are
Like,
hood rats.
people from minority groups normally. Like, so it's weird that she throws it back at him. Who
I
wrote
do
this
hood
movie?
rat things.
Yeah, who wrote this movie? That she wouldn't say that. She wouldn't use those words.
You gotta stay on up.
Man, but you do have a nice ass.
Oh my god.
CD. It's your turn? I was coming back from.
So you have the
I was
overly strict corrections officer and the overly permissive psychologist.
I'm guessing. But again, I'd be like, hey, what are you doing this week? You want to go hang out with some kids in the forest? I'd be like, no, I don't.
Like, do you have anything else?
Who's all going to be there? Oh, just me. Me, 5 teenagers, and you. I'd be like, no, that sounds like the shittiest thing in the
And I'm
world.
going to be a complete dick to you the entire time
Exactly.
and make you stay out there with them.
You know there's going to be a part 2 where those two are married. These are all their adoptive kids.
It's the strangest Brady Bunch you've ever met.
And the system is messed up. It's not fair. Well, 2 DUIs don't make a right. She did break the law.
It's not fair that we break the law and we get in trouble for it. Shut up,
What?
you bitch asses.
A million? How about at 12 million?
My lawyer said it was better to just plead guilty than to fight it. And you thought that was unfair? You ran the light. I was just a little buzzed. Nobody could have stopped in time. Shouldn't be here.
No one thinks they should be here.
Hey, I'm glad you're
So then let's
Okay.
all just leave.
So the bad boy, like, actually, like, seems like the most reasonable guy right now. It's very odd. Why would you give him the statements like he's making?
What the hell, Gary Busey?
Here comes Martin Sheen.
Dude, it's Gary Sheen.
Gary Sheen. There we go.
Sir, this is a private meeting. I appreciate it if you'd move on.
I guarantee that like wherever they were filming this, he was like part of the local theater troupe.
Dude, I guarantee. What was the movie? The Green Inferno, where it was about the last cannibal tribe.
Oh yeah,
Did you ever see that movie?
I've heard of it.
Dude, where they didn't even like it is. It's like just a deep woods rainforest cannibal tribe, and they've never seen like a camera like that. So they had to show them what a camera is and how to act. Watch that movie, man, because you're like, really, you trusted these people to lock you in cages, and that they were going to be like, oh yeah, we'll let them out after dinner. Like, I guarantee that guy's probably been in the woods for about 47 years, and all of a sudden he sees some new people come into his territory.
He just like the way he overacts. It just comes off to me like he was in like a local theater thing, and they cast him and it's like, this is my one shot
Like,
at real acting.
I gotta show him how over the top I can be.
Because he's supposed to be Crazy Ralph from Friday the 13th. That's what he's supposed to be. Because everybody who is the crazy guy in the horror movie is trying to be that guy. Ever since they did that in the original Friday the 13th.
Second's over. Stomp's need to get some
That
sun.
guy.
0500 comes off clear early in the morning.
5 o'clock? Is he crazy?
0500? You're in the police. Nobody in the police says 0500.
And that other guy, is he crazy? What time do you think the sun comes up? Oh, that's how you put a fire out, huh?
With your foot? Well, good job. Like, I hope you burn your shoe.
Right, and then he's gonna be all walking with a limp.
Walk with a hole in your shoe because you melted the plastic.
Why is it so light outside? But she's using a flashlight.
I know. Ooh.
Hell yeah!
She's gonna come in and get some.
Right, first day I meet you, banging in the woods.
This is why I say that she is probably like a really good person in real life, and she's pretending to be bad, because she's really cautious when she comes in, like overly cautious. Like if you're bad, you just don't care, right?
I don't know, man. If I'm in the middle of the woods, I wouldn't be like, surprise, and hurry up and jump in someone's tent. I'd be like, fuck, is this the right tent? What if she opened up Crazy Bill's tent? Or
Oh, yeah. That's true. They probably have to go to the next campsite over, though.
What if she opened up the tent and it was what the hell? Brokeback Mountain's tent.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait a second. She wasn't wearing a bra this whole day?
Wow.
But then again, she really doesn't need anything to wear a bra. She can go jogging without any issues. I'd turn her over, though. I'd be like, your fucking hair is so disgusting and greasy. I'd run my fingers through it for some lube real quick.
I'm sorry, it looks like a wig.
You've broken the first rule of the camp. If you do it again, I have to let you up, and that means you're gone. So Trish, out.
Both of you do it again, and then you guys can be gone.
Yeah. But then they go to jail.
You're going to go to jail. So wait, what was the rule?
No nookie, I guess.
Because what if there's... What the fuck?
That's so gross. That is so disgusting. You're gonna, like, start getting it on when there's somebody right next to you?
A complete stranger?
Well, that, like...
Don't roll over, Chris.
Stay asleep.
I'm warning you. These are my tits.
Good morning, gentlemen. Drop your
Now they're sleeping in the 69 position. He's like, well, I was already up. Is that Kevin Bacon?
Very, very young Kevin Bacon. He's got that Kevin Bacon wake-up hair.
Today, we're going on a hike.
Oh, my God.
Road in order to blaze our own trail.
What if the first rule is just no nudity? See?
So you could, like, if she had kept her shirt on.
Then she wouldn't have had a problem. Or what if it was just, there's no metal involved, and since she's like, hey, those titties are pierced and those are metal. You're wrong.
Yeah, they never tell us what the first rule is.
See?
Eastern philosophies and religion?
So then that's just confusing. Technically, they didn't have sex, so they're not going to be the first people to die.
Can you do me a favor and make that online?
Oh my God, does he have drawstring pants?
He does.
Hell, oh, they're
Yeah.
shorts.
The whole gun thing, I kind of called it when I saw it. This feels like a Chekhov's gun scenario. There's this whole. There was an author named Chekhov who would have moments in his books where people would people would have a gun, and somebody would they would either take the gun with them or they would not take the gun with them, and taking the gun or not taking the gun would cause something bad to happen.
Well, we'll see.
And when I saw that, I was like, they're setting something up. It feels like they're setting something up.
You think that they had to... The parents told them, hey, when they come to this camp, you have to buy them khakis and gray tank tops. And a backpack, so they all match.
I think they're trying to do like a military thing where they try to like break you of your personality.
Yeah, so do you think that they were like, bring them this? You can buy it at Target.
Probably.
Or do you think that the whatever police corrections place supplied those clothes?
He is so annoying. Not because he's supposed to be the dick, but because he's really bad at it.
He sucks so bad.
He sucks at being a bad guy.
He just wants to bake them cupcakes and give them hugs.
He really does. Like
It's
it's
like, inside all of you bad kids, I know there's a good kid waiting to come out.
like it seems like he's doubling down on being bad because like
It's like his mom. He's like, Mom, can I run some lines with you? And she's like, okay, go. And he does it. She's like, nah, you gotta go harder.
you gotta be meaner.
And he's like, all right, I got this. And they're like, oh shit, honey, we're late for your interview. We gotta go right now. And so he didn't get to practice it. So he just had to just do it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, these movies, they don't have any kind of budget. So like, look, we literally have an hour and 45 minutes worth of tape. Our movie can only be an hour and 30 minutes. Like, we're doing all this shit in one take.
Yeah.
And like, if by some chance Gary Sheen is in the woods, just let him be.
But apparently he knows how to play chess. Or he's just crazy.
Who's that kid that went missing? Gary Fisher? No.
Bobby Fischer.
Is that him? He's
No.
been in the woods the whole time.
Maybe.
The sly ass devil. Gary Fisher makes bikes. Bobby Fischer, alright.
Picnic.
What a three gentlemen.
See, that's what I'm saying. Is he acts all hard, but he says picnic.
Then he says shit like that.
It's like this is
We're
why.
at a picnic right here with the other sommeliers. Like,
It's like this is why I don't believe you.
don't women sweat under boob, not the men's V-neck sweat?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I know. That's literally like they sprayed everybody in the same spot
It's like, we don't got
with
time,
the water
damn
bottle.
it.
It's like armpits only. Hurry up.
Arms up.
Arms up.
Arms.
How much is
It's been like 12 hours.
I can't do this all week. I'm out of here.
I'm done.
You want to be worked to death?
I don't want to work at all.
They just went for like a 2-mile run.
Cut me in. Where are you gonna go? Like you could find your way back?
We came up here, we can get back down.
No one likes this shit, but it beats jail time.
Screw you guys. We'll find a way out.
Screw you guys. I'm gonna be on the run for the rest of my life.
I'm done.
And look, this guy.
You're gonna get us all in trouble.
I really think we should probably have a bet who's gonna be killed first. Oh, the black guy's leaving. So she can't have what the was a big ass femur? This guy.
Of course, him.
Gotta help Paul Bunyan like rapes him to death. That'd be such a fucked up.
That would be a terrible way to die. If he's 15 feet tall, then
That's what I'm saying. That's why, dude.
and he's not on steroids.
100% sexually frustrated. How is that black guy's shirt so dirty?
I know. Like, was he like rolling around in the mud,
Like, what the hell was he doing?
as opposed to everybody else?
And then, look at this. There's bones everywhere. Oh, no shit, you're in the forest.
Well, it's like an ox, or that's like a longhorn head, right?
It's something.
It's very hard to tell.
It's still bones.
Dude, what are you doing?
Fucking A. Taking souvenir.
I'm going to drink beer from this tonight.
It looks so cool.
I'm going to use this as a condom.
Why would you want that? It looks gross and dirty.
Maybe his parents are taxidermists and they're going to... Why you got to carry it like that? That thing's, I guarantee, like 2 pounds.
It's like 2
what
pounds.
the fuck?
And he's like, resting on my
Let me
shoulders.
put on shows that my biceps can't handle this. Uh-oh.
It is a burial site.
It was blue!
Oh, that's right.
Oh no, what the hell? How did Blue die?
Excuse me. Cows don't have one.
Just leave it.
What? I'm gonna make a bong out of this thing. I gotta get something out of this shitty program.
That was a living creature. You shouldn't smoke out of it.
Oh my God.
Dead cow. I know. Smart ass.
What's going on here?
Oh, I'm just gonna go home and try to make a bong out of this.
It's not.
I know you, boy. All strut and no guts.
He just says stuff that rhymes.
He's like, all strut and all butt. I mean, no gut.
No gut.
I love women.
My character loves women.
Ugh.
I am in a committed relationship.
That's PC Principal from fucking South Park. I'm putting this in my backpack. I'm not even gonna ask my mom.
But the backpack, like, it's like sticking out of his backpack.
Wasn't it just zipped?
Yeah.
See, Paul Bunyan can go and hump him. Paul Bunyan loves women. I'm a human being. Like, where's Paul Bunyan's mom? If Paul Bunyan lived to be 189 years old, at least, well, that's how old he is right now.
Yeah.
Bud, you get the game on that thing?
What if he's the Highlander
Nah.
and he just needs to go and fight? Like,
In this small town.
And somebody takes him out and then they become Paul Bunyan.
damn, I didn't even think about that.
That would be cool.
Never stopped me.
There can only be one.
Dad,
There can be.
he's on duty.
Oh, there's a lady in presence. So I gotta take my hat off, sir.
Make the place a little profit.
Should have tried it before you sold this place.
You know,
Okay, that's the other thing. Like, he sells her the place, but then he still works there?
Pretty good program.
You think he's on the payroll?
Yeah.
It's so weird, like going to your daughter, hey, I worked 46 hours and you only pay me for 45 and a half. I didn't take a lunch on Thursday.
Can you pay me the extra $6?
I'll just take it out of the till. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But then her, hey, Dad,
Yeah, he sells his daughter the business, but still works there.
the toilet's clogged.
But they never explain that?
I'm paying such a over there.
I'm going headed that way. Relax.
Never in the history of relax has anybody relaxed when you tell them to relax.
It's like one of those funny words. Like, I've got a friend, and like we always like text each other, like shit that like is so fucked up to say somebody. Like, with all due respect, yeah. As soon as you say that, you know it's gonna be something fucked up that they're gonna say.
Yeah.
Or it's like, I know you don't like being told what to do.
But
Then there you go. Like right there, dude. Like we have an ongoing thread of just these fucked up things to say to people.
relax. Just relax.
Yeah.
I know you own this place and I don't own it anymore. And I'm just going to be a gigantic dick to you this entire time.
I think that's like I'm gonna try to put a thread together. Like, relax. I know you don't like being told what to do, but with all due respect, you would do something like this. Like, what the fuck? It just keeps building up and up and up and up until they have a heart attack before you even say it.
Yeah. And Paul Bunyan notices.
I'm
apparently-
really pissed that Blue wasn't in the movie,
Apparently Paul Bunyan's eyes are a fisheye lens.
dude.
Because that looks like a fisheye lens. Like you would use when somebody's skateboarding.
Look how pissed he is, dude. What the?
But also, if it's so important to him, why does he just leave it laying around?
Right. Well, you see how pissed he is because his shoes don't fit. Like, I feel like we should watch this movie with, like, the water boy. Because he's like, Mama said gators are so mad because they have all them teeth but no toothbrushes. Or something. Like,
Let's listen to Mama again.
he would... Yes, Colonel Sanders. Like, I feel like he would know why Paul Bunyan's so mad.
Yeah.
His... Is he going to be the hero?
So, is he at his own cabin? Or the cabin? Is there only one cabin? Because he was at the other cabin earlier messing with the chess set. They probably
maybe it's on the west side of his cabin.
Maybe.
But how messed up would it be if it wasn't? And like he just found a random cabin. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna take your rook to this pawn."
I'm not homeless anymore.
Boom, problem solved. Uh-oh. Look at me, I'm the captain now. That's what he just said.
I have the horn.
Yeah, multiple sclerosis.
Yeah, he's got like this weird spine
Why does his spine keep moving?
thing. Yeah.
Maybe that's why he grew so tall. But then at the same time, he does look pretty buff and shredded.
Yeah.
What weights does he lift? Just big ass boulders, I guess. Never mind. I answered my own question.
I don't know if you noticed that, but he said that there's 43 minutes and 28 seconds left to get back to the cabin. Like, what is he looking at that he knows?
He's a man of the land.
Does he have like a Strava or like a Fitbit or like?
He puts his 4 fingers up to the sky. Every 50. Uh-oh. He knows something's awry. Is it a word?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. God, a blackberry.
I know. In 2013,
Uh-oh.
what evil sin did she commit?
She tried to have sex with them small pierced titties. Where'd that big ass axe come from? I knew I should have brought my strap.
This is what I'm talking about. The CGI is so bad that they have equalized face, like facial reactions on each side,
Dude,
even when their head is split.
I don't think you're giving Paul Bunyan enough credit.
But he cuts them so quickly that their face doesn't have time to.
Hell yeah, man. Like a Band-Aid. But then at the same time, again, I'm sorry, man. We're friends. But if some fucking 20-foot giant showed up behind you and chopped you in half, I wouldn't stand there and, like, watch you.
No.
I'd be like, hey. But since we are friends, I'd say, Anthony, there's some fucking weird person behind you. Run.
Yeah.
Duck. Move.
you would have that basic courtesy for a lot of people, right? Though, not
For the
just-
most part.
Yeah. So these people are just shitty people.
Oh my god, maybe he's just high off shrooms. He's been taking a bunch of LSD and drinking orange juice. So his dude.
Oh. Yeah.
Wait a second.
The CGI looks like it's floating off of the screen. It doesn't.
And
look
now
like
his spine was back to almost straight.
Yeah.
Back to the cabin. There's no way that his axe would chop. How did that goddamn wood
End up
Damn
on
it.
top of her. And number two, why does he act like it's a boulder? He's like,
I saved you.
I saved you by
But he's so
lifting
happy.
this slightly heavy piece of wood.
A mild inconvenience. But he's so happy. He's probably never had sex before.
Yeah.
Oh. Sharknado.
How is he still alive?
Lieutenant Dan was alive.
Yeah, but Lieutenant Dan wasn't chopped in half by Paul Bunyan.
Okay, that's where it's fake. How is he talking still?
I don't understand the tension in this scene. He's dead. You're not
Have
going to
hope.
put his body back together.
You could. Anything's possible, apparently. This guy is a real American hero.
Yeah, they're trying to make it look like he's got like balls of steel. Like he's shit talking the guy that's about to stomp him into
Damn
oblivion.
it. Well, I mean, there is that thing like, what's that? My girlfriend's half Filipino. Like her mom's Filipino and her dad's Filipino, but she got her legs ripped off in a car accident. So she's like, that could have been the same situation with that guy.
Yeah.
He could have made it. Where's Sergeant Hulk?
Sergeant Hoke. Yeah, that's two different cabins. Okay, yeah. Because the other cabin he was in was a tiny cabin.
Oh, I thought you meant that he have two cabins.
No, he was at their cabin earlier. Because he was messing with the chess pieces or whatever.
See, that guy just broke the door up with a hoe. But you don't think a 20-foot big-ass buff dude with a strong-ass axe? It's Chupacabra.
That's if that's the devil, then the devil has serious image issues.
It's Slender Man. Even though he's not tall or slender. Or wearing a tuxedo.
Oh my god. Yeah. Everything is the devil.
See? Again, bring Waterboy into it.
Yes.
Boom.
Football is the devil.
She showed me her boobies, and I like them too. See? That's what's going on.
And of course, Sergeant has the keys.
But did he have them in his shirt pocket or his pants pocket?
See, find some weapons.
Well, there's got to be at least a gun. 'cause
Why did she push him?
Get out of my way. I need to go find weapons.
Look at
Now.
that house all built all... Oh, man. My name's Laura Croft.
She's trying to go for that like Tomb Raider look,
I
but
instantly knew. But the joke's on her. She was actually looking for condoms. But she found a gun instead.
like, damn it.
Like, I always, like, think, like, in this situation, I'll be like, hey, look, we're gonna die. Like, you know.
What are you gonna do with that?
Damn it.
Okay, number one, that gun is not gonna do anything to a 20-foot giant. And that pitchfork is just gonna mildly piss him off.
Why do they even have that pitchfork? Do you see any hay around?
No, I do not.
That sure as shit isn't a rake.
Oh, so the black guy's gonna hotwire the vehicle.
Sons of bitches. And then look, like the rake stabbed him to the ground. That's not Wolverine bones. That's a rake. That's just would have broke, dude.
Yeah. And we're back.
This with the gun.
Well, like, okay, so as if you are supposed to be able to do something?
I mean, she could shoot him in the eye.
Like, just, what, piss him off mildly?
Like, this is a mild inconvenience. And then he gets even more mad. And then he grows bigger. What if Paul Bunyan, dude,
Grows
all right.
every time you hurt him?
What if every time he gets madder and madder, then he gets bigger and bigger and bigger?
Then this would be a very odd horror movie because it would just be people being really polite to Paul Bunyan.
And then he just shrinks up to an ant.
It would just be like that episode of The Twilight Zone where the kid with the supernatural powers runs an entire town because nobody wants to make him mad.
I mean, maybe, but if you think about it, this all could have gone differently if back in 1839 or whenever it was, if he didn't kill those 6 people. Oh, you know what? That was Blue that they killed.
What are we gonna do now?
You want to bet?
They took the horn from? What?
Yeah, no. At the beginning,
Oh, yeah.
that
No, the bull, yeah, probably.
that they were the shitty ass leather. Is that his body?
That's what I was trying to figure out. Why is there fabric coming out of
His ass crack?
and his back?
Dude, I guarantee you that was Blue, and that's why Blue was in the movie.
What size shoes do you think he wears?
Obviously, he doesn't have a pair of shoes because his toes are all fucked up right now. Like, how many deer fur did he kill to make his ankles warm? Oh, good day's work.
This is what I'm saying, is if Blue is so important to him, and he has this little cave he goes to, why don't you
This
just
is
keep Blue in the cave?
this is masturbatorium.
It is. It's like from I Love You Man, like the masturbation chair.
Yeah. Is he Chinese? Why does he have a Fu Manchu?
I don't know. And he grooms, though, apparently, because he's like with his big axe.
Right? He's hell lined up. Unless he's Joe Dirt and it just doesn't grow in those places.
Maybe.
What the hell is that? Oh.
Oh, he's wiping the blood off.
At least he keeps it clean.
So did the axe grow with him? Because he
That's what I'm saying. Where did he...
find a gigantic axe.
What the hell's going on here? I'm going to squeeze him a knife with my hand.
'Cause I'm so badass. Like, no, you're fucking dumb, dude.
You're bleeding.
Yeah, because I'm grabbing a knife by the fucking blade.
You're not a badass. You're an idiot.
Right? Oh, I was grabbing it wrong the whole time. Why is he so tall?
And you're gonna help him with his wound that he just created on his own.
Did you hear that she ripped that, though? She's hella buff.
Yeah, apparently.
And she ripped a towel.
She ripped the towel apart as she's making eye contact with him every time she wraps it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
God damn it.
I think it's like a competition because she knows that he tried to have sex with the other girl, but then she's like, "But I want you too."
Mm-hmm.
Crazy old guy?
He's here, then maybe the devil is gone.
Does she have a fever?
There's a maniac out there.
She's bleeding, but apparently
Oh.
bleeding makes you sweat all over
Where's she bleeding?
from her stomach.
Oh yeah.
But apparently that
Is
makes
that
you.
goddamn Charlie Sheen?
That's. Well, it's Martin Sheen.
Martin
It's
Sheen.
backwoods Martin Sheen.
Oop, my bad. Well, no, Charlie Sheen, if he has tiger blood in him, that's probably what it does to you.
I warned you. Now what the hell did you do? This man is ill. I ain't never seen him so riled up.
It's Tuesday night. We usually play bridge tonight.
Apparently, like Paul Bunyan is his friend.
Exactly.
Like he knows his moods.
He would. That's his lover.
Now this is very, very, very bad.
Ooh, 3 varies.
3 varies. It's worth 3 varies.
It's like, by any chance, do y'all got any crack? Or
I haven't had it in years, and it makes me psychotic.
he's like, I haven't had any in a minute. Like,
I make my own.
yeah, no, he's just huffing his own diarrhea in a brown paper bag. Look at her. She's just fucking holding a 9mm like she's tough.
It's nutty.
She's like, I don't remember having Del Taco. What's going on?
It tastes like deer jerky.
Making the Great Lakes.
Told ya.
Paul Bunyan. You're telling us that's Paul Bunyan out there.
Man, Paul Bunyan's a bitch.
Late 1800s. There was a gentleman by the name of
Paul Bunyan.
Captain Larch Bunyan. Now, he was a lumber baron.
The way he pronounces things, like this guy has to be like a local theater
I was about to
guy.
say, you called it, dude. He's like, this is my last chance.
I got it.
I gotta go out in a bang.
He says Bunyan. He says Paul Bunyan, but then he says Larch Bunyan.
But at the same time, maybe we're pronouncing it wrong all these years.
But then he pronounced it wrong, then he pronounced it right, or did he pronounce it right, then pronounce it wrong?
Rare disease or a rare blessing, depending on how you look at it. Now, he's going to be at least
Why is he wearing one flannel that's his normal size? Oh, it's rolled up.
going to live 3 times.
But he wears 2 flannels? Like, isn't one good enough? And then like a jacket?
The last song he heard was fucking damn it. Now I'm skipping a name, but last CD he heard was a Pearl Jam CD.
Yeah.
So all he knows.
Young Bunyan was working the lumber yards here in this area. He was bringing down them big old oak trees with just 3 whacks and an axe. Of course, all the competition and everything. Lumberjacks, you know, he wanted all at the festivals and the fairs and whatnot. You know,
But that wasn't good enough for him.
you see, them lumberjacks had cut down so many trees that the food was getting scarce. The animals were running off to the high country.
Cut down so many trees that the food was getting
Because you couldn't go into town,
gas.
or you couldn't, you know.
So what does the food have to do with the trees?
There's no more koala bears.
There's apparently in Minnesota a koala bear are an issue.
The squirrels. Look how real that looks. Tippy toe.
He's
She's
tippy-
sneaking.
He's like,
She's. If you were a big ass ox like that, you wouldn't want to be caught.
if I'm really quiet, nobody will hear me coming.
Tiptoe, tiptoe.
Here's dinner.
He looks like
There's no way that this is not.
one eye is lower than the other. It looks like Down syndrome ox.
This is real, man.
Or the ox has Bell's palsy.
Haters will say it's fake.
But that's a real ox. Like that.
Holy shit.
I love how in movies or even
Maybe
yeah,
it's just got into a boxing match.
those eyes are driving me nuts.
That was a pretty huge ass left eye.
I love how in movies like the sharpshooter guy always has to be like, hold on, wait,
Hold.
boom,
Hold.
like somehow restraint is the skill of the sharpshooter.
Oh, what? Bunny doesn't even have 5 fingers? He has a penguin hand?
And does not speak English.
Carcass, and they were feasted on it like it was a Christmas dinner.
Like, why couldn't they just film it like them just eating? For sure, Paul Bunyan's on the spectrum, though.
Yeah.
So none you saw when it did his best friend. Yeah.
His lover.
The friend he ever had in the whole world, where he just wasn't concerned. He just got that ass, just splat.
This guy has to be like Paul Bunyan's best friend because he knows like way too much.
That guy's just peacefully eating. Oh, wait a second. What? Oh, hey, hold on a minute.
You don't notice that everybody around you is getting beheaded?
Exactly. I mean, damn. If you come to think about it, man, what's that mean? Look, how good was that ox? Like, I make some pretty good food, but I don't think I make food good enough where you're gonna be like eating it, and while people are being murdered around you,
Like
Screaming.
Yeah.
beheaded. Damn, this is some tri-tip.
It's like compliments to the cook.
Exactly.
When Bunyan came to his senses, he went and hid himself so them. It ran, but the town folk, they hunted him down and then caught up with him and then
He's doing the crip walk right there.
dragged us through the town.
Oh, he's getting bigger and buffer, and his vision's going.
Apparently,
You were in trouble. Look,
that looks like CGI again.
he grew
like-
2 feet just from walking 4 feet.
Yeah. That looks like unintentional CGI. Everybody looks like they're not on the same screen. Again.
Oh, see, there it goes again. Oh, my ribs. And then there they go, crip walking.
Yeah. They really dragged him a long way. Like, this is a lot of work. Why wouldn't you just put him in a wagon?
Why don't you just say, you know what, you're dead? That was like their whole town factory was under there.
Why blow up the mine just for this one guy?
Why wouldn't you just kill that one guy?
Yeah, like you just destroyed your entire industry just to rid the town of this one guy.
2 wrongs don't make a right. They still have fevers. Except her.
But like she is sweating like so abnormally for a person who's been stabbed.
Just saying.
Like she looks moist.
He's like
It's so overly.
he
like-
was just as bad. Look, he just got done running.
He made a shrine to his only true friend. Bunyan lived there undisturbed. And he grew, and he grew.
And stopped wearing shirts because he can't find cloth enough for a shirt.
But he does have cloth enough to make pants.
But to make pants, yes, he can make pants, but he can't make a shirt.
Thankfully. If he just had like one of his balls was hanging out. That's
would've-
why he's pissed.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna know place until we all put page 4 back in the mountains. We're not going back. They'll kill us. So we chance going back.
I'll do it. He was so surprised. You literally told them what they had to do.
And then he's gonna go do it.
Oh, what? What? Wait.
Here! Take it back! This is what you want.
This is my radio love song.
And leave them alone.
It explodes. Damn, how buff was he?
Apparently, really super buff because like he throws it like a big fancy boomerang.
What a dipshit.
Doesn't
Hey.
it have to go back on the physical ox itself?
You go put it back at the burial ground. Can I throw it into the woods so we'll never find it again? Yeah, sure, that'll be the same thing.
And then he's gonna get pissed off and throw it back.
Please don't be Paul Bunyan. Please be like Bigfoot. Give my brother's ball back. Oh, I thought she was taking a picture of him.
Oh no, she forgot to load the weapon. Like, why aren't the bullets working? Let me take it
They're
out.
blanks. He just
I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna throw the bullet
like
at
a
you.
dart.
Damn it! I keep missing.
It's like as if these little bullets don't work on a gigantic human with superpowers.
Yeah, that 9mm is gonna do nothing.
I said maybe if she got him in the eye.
She maybe blind and piss him off a little bit, but
Dude, I went to my son's soccer game and a gnat flew in my eye. That took me out for like a good 15 minutes, man. Like I was like taking bottles of water and like dumping it in my eye. Like I fuck dude.
damn.
A gnat.
Maybe they just need gnats. That's it. Just like the plan should have been to huddle into,
Dig up a bunch of dirt.
well, like dig up a bunch of dirt, either that or like fruit flies. Just leave some bananas out for like 7 days,
Be like, this is what we're gonna do. All
and then
right?
just bottle up the fruit flies and like
yeah.
unleash them on
Dude.
him.
What's Dwight from The Office say? The eyes are the groin of the head or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is that? A Texas flag?
That's the 13 colonies.
Where'd you get that nice ass bed from? He's like, you gonna join me? What's he eating?
I have no idea.
You know I don't know your daughter.
I'm still profusely sweating.
But now I can't keep my promise. Because of this.
You're gonna be okay.
Let me wipe your tears, even though the rest of your body is completely moist.
You know they smell so bad right now.
Oh my god, they must feel terrible.
Here, I've shot multiple people. Gotta turn around 180, give it to you.
At least she like didn't aim it at anybody.
She's like, the sound scares them.
just, just keep pulling the magazine out and slamming it back in.
She's like, that's how you really get them.
It's like, ah.
Like, if they hear this sound, and they're like, "Oh, she's loading it." Oh wait, she's loading again. Oh, hold on.
And then
She's
if
loading
you
it one more
and then
time.
if you pull it up and turn it to the side,
That's the gangster mode. That's the gangster kill.
then everybody's afraid of you.
That is. And you throw the bullets. We're like, see? Man, that dude's. You know that he's never worn sunblock.
No. He's got like that Florida lizard skin.
He for sure has mesothelioma. Damn, that's how he keeps that shit nice and sharp.
I just spark it against the rocks.
Dude. Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, go ahead, Daddy.
But I mean, you think that axe is just so big in anyways that like even if it was blunt,
Yeah, actually, I'm in the area. I'll check it out.
I said, would you shut up, Carol?
None of your business, Debbie.
Right?
Shut your mouth.
Shut the hell up. Are you the sheriff or am I?
I'm on a secret squirrel mission.
Clock out and go home.
Be quiet.
You're fucking fired. Like, it's none of your damn business.
I pay you to answer the radio, not to ask questions.
Exactly. What the hell? Hey, boss, what are you doing? Why are you doing that?
Because
See? Broke Paul Bunyan's heart. I knew it. The balls are a mysterious thing.
this almost feels like an afterthought. Because there's no build up to any of this part right here. Like, they have this, they just throw this in.
Dude, I called it from like the minute I heard about this movie. Sexual frustration. Hey, you want to have sex with a guy who's fucking 20 feet tall? No, I don't.
And give him weird inbred babies.
Even if it wasn't weird inbred babies, like, you know? I'll get the truck.
Stay right here.
Maybe we should go in here?
No. I'll pay for that one. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm his friend. That literally looks like somebody drew a picture of her. And then, like, aged it. And
I
called it a
think that
photo.
was the redheaded girl. But he never turned her around. And so he just saw her from the back and he's like, my girlfriend didn't have greasy ass hair like this.
My girlfriend does not wear wigs.
I'd recognize
Okay,
this dick
so-
anywhere.
What is the point of putting your hand, like, in the
Maybe it's still warm.
in the footprint? Is it like that looks like at least
He's like
17 of my hands?
Exactly.
And
He's
I
measuring it like a
remember,
horse.
I remember Paul Bunyan's foot was at least 17 of my hands.
I've seen Last of the Mohicans.
I really was hoping they would just do like a 1, 2.
Is the trail still
3.
warm? You're like, hey, you don't give a shit about that footprint because guess what? That blood is all dried up.
Yes.
So that's how long the body's been there.
It's been a really long time.
Why are they zooming on that dude's ass? Like, what the hell?
Yeah. And why does the sheriff ask for help from the guy that works at the bar? Is he like a volunteer deputy?
That's Arnold Schwarzenegger from Commando. Like, we need you one last time. I retired. Dude, he's going to come back, man, from the bar. He's going to be like, make sure you're downwind from him, or upwind. Oh, you know something serious going on with their spidey senses are going off.
What's with the slow motion? I get like it's supposed to be serious, but
Spidey senses.
it doesn't add anything. It just looks slow, right?
Spidey senses.
It feels like a giant 20-foot man is outside of our cabin, but if I looked out a window, maybe I would see it.
Right? Like, who else has an axe right now? Is it the sheriff? Damn it, not the patio.
Oh no!
No!
No more
not
morning
the
coffee.
Rocks. Damn it. For sure, birds are going to get into the cabin now.
We're gonna have to call the insurance agent.
They don't cover Paul Bunyan attacks. They ask a question. They say, what happened? Oh, I was fucking viciously beat up by an axe person. Did you take the bullhorn? Sorry, that's not in the coverage. Look, his hand at least grew up and separated. That is a mild inconvenience.
Yeah, it just pissed him off.
I don't want to sound racist, but how is he so good with that pitchfork? There's
like-
no way he's only 15 feet tall.
Looks like a doll. Looks like they're holding a doll and jerking the legs.
Please eat her. See, his eyes are just fucked up, man. He needs glasses.
Yeah, it looks like a fisheye lens.
Please just throw it into the air as high as he can. She misses and shoot Rosa. I mean, that's pretty hilarious. Hell yeah, right in the eye like I called it, dude.
Good shot.
See, I'd survive a horror movie, man.
You'd go out the front door instead of up the stairs.
Don't support her neck at all. That's for sure what you don't want to do.
He's gonna go get revenge.
That's the first time he's ever said that curse word.
He, like, overpronounced it.
He's been to the Juilliard arts of acting.
Yeah.
Like, you do not use slang. And you know he doesn't have dental
You know,
plan.
if we all just, like, stand up as a united front, like, straight up.
It's
he's
not...
He's like a bear.
I was about to say, he's not a bear.
Apparently that will work. No, just keep running. Just stop. Don't stop.
Like, you would think, like... She's so happy
She
and
fucking
smiling.
fanboyed. Like, so hard.
Dad! I wouldn't smile. I'd be like, hey.
Ah!
Oh, another one of the... Oh, what's going on here? Oh, in my knee.
He looks like he's play acting.
Oh, my God. He doesn't weigh 1,500 pounds. Like, well, I mean, he might.
I mean, he's 15 feet tall. And he can't wear normal pants and shirts anymore.
He clearly got those pants from somewhere.
Maybe he went to Ross.
He went to Men's Warehouse.
Men's Warehouse. Yeah.
You're going to like how you look. Guarantee it. I don't. my toes are sticking out. I have Hulk pants.
Yeah.
Unless, you see, we're automatically jumping to conclusions. What if they're like, hey, we have normal pants here, or we have Hulk style pants here, where there's like knees ripped and...
Yeah.
Man, well, how can you away from me? I can't let her do that. We're getting out of here, old man. I can't let you go. Drop that rifle, Sheriff. I'm going to fill up full of buckshot.
How does he think this is going to play out? Okay, no, this is the stupidest move. You're going to stand in front of the exit
I mean, now
point?
it's a hate crime, so, Sheen's going to jail.
It has no good sense. Like, the bullets come out of this end, so I'm going to stand in front of that end and grab the gun instead of moving to the side,
The only other move he could have done
steering the shot.
were to put his fingers into the barrel, and so then when he shot it, it came out, and then went right back
It would
to
just
him.
blow his fingers off.
I've seen Bugs Bunny do it millions of times, man. Look at him. He's like, you killed this kid.
And Paul Bunyan's back.
Paul Bunyan's his son.
Because apparently Paul Bunyan hates racist people.
As he should.
Which apparently even Paul Bunyan is logical.
Your history, old man. History's the only future I got here.
Ah!
Score one for the good guys.
Paul Bunyan does have a soul.
Just doesn't make any sense. Leave him there to die. Oh, that's not messed up at all.
No, that's not messed up at all.
Like, whose jeans are those?
Maybe he just like puts. It doesn't even look like they're put together like
No,
different
it
parts
looks
of
like
jeans.
it's a legit pair of jeans. Well, if they scoot all the way over, so that way she drives, and the dad's like, "What the fuck?" Like,
Where am I supposed to sit?
oh my god, I was right. You get it? You drive.
What's with the whole pep talk? Just tell her you drive.
Because she got busted for a DUI driving and got into a car wreck.
right. Oh, I forgot about that.
Redemption, bitch.
This is her redemption arc.
She's like, but Dad, I don't know how to drive. I'm not drunk.
This is her, like, she gets to be part of the mission where they get rid of Paul Bunyan.
Hell yeah. But then he's still going to tell her, you still in trouble for DUI.
Like, honey, just because you got to drive as I killed Paul Bunyan.
And technically, you had a suspended license. That's a double whammy.
It's like, I will let it go this once.
But if by chance Paul Bunyan has a brother, you cannot do that again.
This is only under special circumstances.
I mean, it's got to feel like a bee sting, maybe.
Well, yeah, it's got to be, like, mildly annoying. Ah!
I wish I could see them filming this or recording it.
I have to imagine whoever the guy is in the Paul Bunyan suit is the least intimidating person on the planet. Because he's not very good at playing a monster. He just goes, "Arr! Arr!"
It's like, have you ever been a monster? No. What if we're completely wrong again, though, dude?
Whoa.
What if the only thing that didn't grow with Paul Bunyan was his vocal cords?
But I feel like they could have done it better. Like, even if you alibi it with, like, the story, but, like, they could have done it better because, like, it's like the way I would play Scary Monster with Levi.
Rebel, rebel, rebel. Shut up. I hope Paul Bunyan does like some kind of
How did he...
gymnast move.
Apparently he circled around them.
I saw her turn the wheel hella hard.
She's still doing it. She should be fishtailing like crazy hard.
Oh god, the dad should fly out. Okay, the dad's dead now, right?
Okay, this is the car crash that's supposed to be a fatal car or a really bad car crash that looks like they slightly slowed the car into the tree. Like it doesn't even bend the car.
I don't think she knows what the word faster means. Honestly. Faster! I'm going the speed limit!
I have a DUI.
Right? Go faster! I can only drive as the weather permits.
What is with his face? He's like he's trying to like hold in a poo.
Like he's like, what am I doing?
I don't know what my character's supposed to be doing right now.
What kind of shitty jump was that?
That looks like crappy CGI. It looks like they floated the image. Like it doesn't even look like he tried to jump off of the mountain.
What the hell is that bridge?
Okay, here it comes.
Alright, come on.
This is it. This is the... Okay, watch. He's taller than the bridge by perspective. And he has to duck. And then he is walking normally without hunching under the bridge. So did he lose 2 feet?
Nah, man. Miracles happen.
Apparently. Because he had to lower his head to get under the bridge.
Get back.
Let me waste all my bullets.
How many? And he's the sheriff?
He used like 5 bullets.
And the first shot was 8 inches off, and you're point blank.
Yeah. But he's a small town sheriff. There's a difference.
We're gonna have to jump. Who the hell are these people? Sheriff, all these backwood hillbillies that are felons that don't have any gun rights. Oh my god.
And here comes the designated sharpshooter. You can tell because he's using purposeful movement.
They zoomed in on him.
To move into place, and he's gonna do everything slowly.
So if I was Paul Bunyan, I'd murder those 3 people.
Hey, you big son of a bitch! Pick on somebody your own size!
Is that like Scary Monster for fuck you?
Right? Pick on someone your own size. I was about to say, what the hell? Like, those people behind him need to get the hell off that bridge.
I was like, they made it like they do like the thing, like the foreshadow, where like they look over the edge before the shooting starts.
So
But
since they're gonna jump,
that's what I thought they would do.
maybe he's gonna fall. Like, anybody in this town who has a gun. What if he doesn't even die from like trauma? He just dies like, is there like, yeah, he dies from like lead poisoning.
He would have to at this
Because-
point.
Like, I mean, at most those things are going in like an inch into his skin.
Yeah.
Why would you hold your fire?
It feels like a weird.
I don't
yeah,
like that his spine keeps going to the left side, then to the right side, then on the left side.
It's like dancing.
His hair is also ugly.
But he's really misunderstood.
I love you. Please flip her off.
Or maybe he should like look at her and do like the circle and do like the finger and just like and then
He
smile.
he does the thing up by his leg, and he's like,
Made you look.
oh yeah. That's what caused the Japanese tsunami in 2016.
And this is why we can't drink out of the water supply anymore.
Right, unless you want to become Paul Bunyan Jr.
Because some a-hole decided to shoot Paul Bunyan and send him into the water.
Look at this.
Why does the blood like circle?
Stay
body-
still.
Like
even though the
apparently,
water goes.
Like there's a force field that goes above him that stops the blood from going into the water space.
Are you okay?
It's Paul Bunyan blood.
It stays in one spot. It's like Chuck Norris blood.
Oh, my dad picked up the call on the scanner.
He's like, you know us back folk, there are us backwood folk.
A little time to gather the boys, but we got here. You got here just in time. Thank you.
I have lots of time on my hands since I sold the bar.
Right? He's
To
like,
my
I sold
daughter.
this shithole place.
Right between the eyes. Are you kidding? It was my shot. Bullshit. I go. You listen to those guys.
Okay, I don't know if you noticed, but the guy with the glasses was also in 1883.
Damn it.
He was the guy who was cutting the meat off of.
Oh.
Yeah.
I bet that all of them, well, hopefully, I don't even know what to think right now. What if, what do you call it? How he's like, it took me a while to gather the boys. Do you think it took him a while to gather the boys? Or do you think he's like, hey, put your best camo on and meet me at the bridge? Or do you think that they all just dress in camo every day?
They probably just dress in camo every day.
Damn it.
Or it was just like a universal thought, like, grab your guns. And then everybody's like, well, since I'm
I
grabbing
need
my
my
gun,
camo.
I need my camo.
I don't want anybody to John Cena me. What the that was the end?
That's it.
They don't pull the body from the water
No.
just to make sure. All right.
Well, this has been Axe Giant, the Wrath of Paul Bunyan.
If you ever need to kill him, backflop.
So,
Backflop gets him every time.
on a scale of 1 to 5, how would you rate this movie?
I don't even like. I mean, it was funny. I mean, I don't know. I'd say like a 3.5 maybe. But like, there's so much stuff they missed about. I called. I mean, this is what we do.
Yeah.
I called it. I was like, oh my god! It took a minute for it to click. Where I was like, that's why Blue wasn't in the movie, was because
He's dead.
Blue was being eaten at the beginning of the
Yeah.
movie. But then you called it with the girlfriend.
Yeah. That is.
But it also, doesn't explain to him or explain to us why they threw him into the mine
Oh, yeah.
and then he just kept growing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's normally what people do is they grow.
They grow.
But
Apparently.
why did he get to live to be over 150 years old? And
I think they mention it in like a thing that like he lives to be 3 times as old as everybody else and 3 times as large.
I got the large part, but
Yeah. But even
alright.
at 3 times older, it's a little weird. I'm gonna pause real quick. You can continue your thought.
No, I mean it was it was funny. They like you called it. There's parts that they don't explain, like all of a sudden the girlfriend, or the most disturbing part,
It just felt thrown in.
why the triangle at the beginning of the movie.
Just floats off of the screen.
Why?
Like he's standing in front of a green screen, hitting a triangle when they could have just put one in the scene.
What if they're like, does anybody have a triangle?
Damn it! We forgot the fucking triangle.
And that's it. But nah, man. Like, what are your thoughts on it?
I say like because it feels unironic. Like it feels very intentional in the way that they film this, but it's in a serious way. Like they thought that this was going to be scary.
Right.
That's the way I took it, and I'll go with a solid 2.5.
Oh, so then we got to think about this. So, well, I mean, that obviously that's a 3. What is that? The average.
Yeah, it balances to a 3.
But if they didn't kill Blue, then would he have just been a normal person that grew to be 20 feet tall?
I guess Blue would have grown with him, but then does that mean that the distance between his 2 eyes goes further and further apart, that one is now 3 feet above the other?
Dude, I had this kid in high school, and he looked normal, and then I swear my wife and I ran into him like years and years after high school, and somehow he grew a lazy eye. And you were like, what? Like, what did you do after high school that all of a sudden you're like, nah.
But this bull has, or this, the ox has like eye socket drift.
Maybe that's why they became such good friends, was because the ox was just, I don't know.
He's like, you're fucked up. I'm fucked up.
Right?
We're both fucked up. Like, yeah.
But, this is the whole thing where, I don't know. If they wouldn't have killed Ox or Blue, would Paul Bunyan have been the good guy?
And he just would have been like this humble 15-foot man who lives in the wilderness.
Puts butter on his feet and scoots around on the cast iron pans and make flapjacks.
Yeah.
See?
Maybe just be like a super chill dude.
Maybe PETA made this movie.
Maybe.
It's like, this is what you get for killing animals. You want Paul Bunyan to come murder you? Don't ever go camping. I don't know. But, no, pretty funny movie, again.
Pretty good.
So, we'll have to, find some more awesome stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, no, thanks, everybody. Whatever.
Yeah.
We'll see what's going on, next show, different bottle.
Different
We'll see
movie.
what's going on.
Different movie to talk through.
Yes.
Thank you for listening.
All right.